Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for another interesting beer review and another Helles beer. This is from the Braumanufaktur in Potsdam. And those of you who know your German geography know that it's located, Potsdam is the largest city in the state Brandenburg in the, I guess, northeast part of Germany. You can call it. It's not the very north, but it's north of the most middle east, so northeast Germany. And Potsdam, the big city, well-known city of Potsdam, then you know where this brewery comes from. And the bottle is looking quite unusual. At least the label is maybe not the funniest label that I've ever seen. One of the most boring ones, probably, with their logo and their label and so on. It doesn't happen so much at all on this label, to be honest. Quite strange looking one, but the brewery also have a quite unusual name. They only call themselves Braumanufaktur and nothing else. Yeah, they are having this much green on their bottles, as you can see. They're much into the brewing their beers on a natural way. It seems like you see there one logo right here and one logo right there, and one also this natural, maybe bioecological logos right there. So there's a lot of those logos on the bottle. Braumanufaktur GmbH, Potsdam, Braumanufaktur DE is the link to the brewer's website. I'll link to it in the description box below. What does it more say? Braumanufaktur Hell, handwerklich gebrautes Bio-Bier nach dem deutschen Reinheitsgebot. Zutaten: Wasser, Bio-Gerstenmalz, Bio-Natur-Doldenhopfen, Hefe, unfiltriert, so it's unfiltered. Stammwort is 11.8%, alcohol content is 4.5% ABV. Geld allein macht nicht glücklich, trinkt Bier. Bio mit Gesicht, Braumanufaktur Hell. Okay, gonna be interesting to try. Hopefully it tastes very fresh in the hops taste. That's what I want from the natural hops flavor. Gonna be interesting to try this Helles. Mainly Helles often comes from the most southern part, like Bavaria, but this is coming from Brandenburg and Potsdam, the city of Potsdam. Some history about the brewery. The Braumanufaktur Potsdam Forsthaus Templin is a historical building ensemble in the Templin district of Potsdam near the Templiner See. In 1834, an excursion restaurant supplemented the previous property. The suffix Forsthaus refers to an opposite building. In 1756, Christoph Andreas Martin, manufacturer and supplier of vargent and canvas, bought the bleaching place in the Royal Heath near Caput on the banks of the Havel. The property, including the larger residential building and two linen weaver houses, was soon called Martinis Bleiche. The manufacturer expanded its area down to the water until 1773, the banks of which formed a horn called Templin and was particularly suitable as a bleaching area. He has also planted nut and mulberry trees from 1764 and created a garden with vegetables, fruits and flowers. Martin's estate passed into the possession of the daughter and her husband Johann Christoph Brand in 1780. He was a master bargent maker and continued to manufacture corresponding clothes here until 1796. Then the Marquis de Monsieur, refugee of faith and former French envoy in Berlin, bought the property and other areas but left it unused and sold it to the clergyman Canon Arnold Dietrich Tamm in 1797. Tamm repaired all the structures and upgraded them to a manor. He was now working on 60 acres of timber, but soon it was no longer profitable. By means of foreclosure, Kaufmann Schulze from Potsdam first became the owner 1814, but soon, 1815, he was succeeded by merchant Karl Ludwig Krüger from Berlin. However, there was no real use, so in 1819 Krüger sold the property as luxury gift for 7,500 thaler to the Lieutenant General Friedrich Adolf Ludwig von Bismarck. After that, further changes of ownership took place. 1832, Particle Ferdinand Schulenburg. 1834, the first one was 1832, I maybe didn't mention that. 1834, merchant Edward Reinhardt, who operated parts of the buildings for the first time as a restaurant, then called Tabagie. 1837, Emily Henriette Reinhardt bought the property. 1841, Arntmann Haupt leased the Tabagie and continued to operate it. There were already changes of ownership in the 1840s, but the Prussian state created the right of first refusal from the contracts, which made use of them. 1842. In 1846, the former Tamsche residential building, manor house, and the stable buildings burned down. The Prussian king personally decreed that a small Bavarian house should be built here, but it was not realized. For this purpose, a forest house was built, into which royal forest officials moved. Reconstruction plans for the manor house were not carried out due to 1848 revolution. The foresters continued to operate the buildings as a restaurant, the foundation of which dates back to Tabagie of 1834. Roadworks 1849 and 1858 made the inn more accessible. From the 1930s to the 1940s, the Templin Inn experienced a great boom. Around 4,000 seats, including a beer garden, attracted visitors here, especially in summer. In addition, Potsdam and Berlin excursion boats headed for the restaurant, for which there were 3 steamboat beds and 9 jetties for private boat owners. A beach restaurant supplied the bathing enthusiasts directly on the waterfront. After the war, excursions began again and numerous visits came back to the GDR. For faster supply, the operator, the former HO, switched the supply for the HOG for Forsthaus Templin to self-service. The Templin Lido was built on the shores of the lake in 1959 by pouring the finest sand, which gave the restaurant even more visitors. In 1967, DEFA had the restaurant area converted into films by architects and craftsmen. After the turn, the Forsthaus Templin was transferred to the Treuhandanstalts Real Estate Fund. Due to the dissolution of the HO in 1990, a private tenant was found, but hardly any maintenance measures were carried out. The property stood empty between 1997 and 2002. Entrance archway. In 2002, 2 private individuals, Kirchhoff and Köhler, bought the entire building complex and part of the space. They had everything renovated and rebuilt and opened the restaurant on December 6, 2003 as an inn brewery. For the visitors, there is a guest room in which historical beer bottles can be seen on window sills, with 100 seats plus 2 separate rooms for small groups of people, with 25 or 70 seats on the upper floor. A beer garden protected with large tent roofs awaits several hundred visitors. The operators have also set up a large, well-equipped playground for children. The copper brewing device is located directly in the dining room, and there are 2 beer tanks at the sides of the open space in the beer garden. The brewing company mainly produces all regional beers such as Potsdamer Stange, Werdersche Bier, and Potsdamer Weisse. In addition, the operators have their own beer brandy, beer liquor, and spent bread on offer. Visitors can purchase a 3-liter beer bottle with the content of their choice and a t-shirt. Cultural offerings include a petting zoo with pygmy goats and chickens, free brewery tours once a week, and organization of festivals and music events. Occasionally, there are also exhibitions in the rooms. The facility has received the Potsdam Hospitality Seal several times since 2005, and also a Design Award in 2009. And about this specific beer, the Hell from Braumanufaktur in Potsdam, it's possible to read the following on their website. Feel free to check out their website also. I'll link to it in the description box below, as always. The Biohell is a golden yellow unfiltered Vollbier with a fine herb hops bitter note. It is made from light barley malt and natural Dolden aroma hops, which sounds interesting. I bet this one is gonna be nice, even though it to me looks a little bit different comparing to normal look of Helles beers. I really hope this one is gonna taste great, and that's what I think also. So, time to open up Braumanufaktur Hell from Braumanufaktur in Potsdam in Brandenburg. Brandenburg. This is what it looks like. Don't know why it looks like this, but it does. And yeah, let's plop it up. Also, it got the Bügelverschlossung, and that's a good thing, of course. Shows that the brewery want to maintain the beers fresh until the beer drinker is opening it up, because it keeps the beer fresh, as you know, comparing to crown caps. So let's plop this one up. Like that. And pour it up. There we have it. A little bit of foam above the edge, but it really doesn't matter. But it looks nice. You see the foam head rises up above the edge just the way I want it. A little bit of cloudiness also. Let's see if there's something else left in the... There we have it, the right way. A little bit of swirling right there also on the bottle, because of the hefe. That's an ingredient. It makes it become a part of the beer again if you swirl the bottle. Very cloudy in color since it's unfiltered, just the way I expected. I can show it closer to you. Hopefully you're gonna see the all the bubbles here rises up. No, not possible, maybe, but there are bubbles at least. See a nice 2-finger compact white foam head. Shows high quality, of course. So really positive. Looks really nice with its cloudiness, thanks to that it's unfiltered. Also, unfiltered beers are a little bit more healthy comparing to the normal filtered Hellsor pills. So this one is going to be really interesting. Also naturally fresh in their aroma. Really, really nice. Yeah, it's easy to feel the natural difference in this one comparing to the normal beers with the normal ingredients, the hops and the malts. This natural hops is really lifting it up placing it in a special category with the freshness. The freshness is always something that I'm returning to while describing a taste, especially regarding the hops. And the natural hops is something quite unique. I remember Waldhaus and their Diplom Pills was a real blast with that experience. This one is a little bit close to that. But yeah, this is gonna be really, really great and very interesting to taste. So, the Braumanufaktur had Prost. Really nice. Very nice Helles. The natural hops taste is something that you really notice while drinking this one. Very, very pleasant all the way through. Very, very nice in taste. Definitely a recommendation to find this one. It's a great taste of it. Easy to drink. Also, as I'm always mentioning in my videos, maintain the white foam head all the way through because it keeps the right taste in the glass. So that's important to build up a white foam head and maintain it. It helps you keeping the right taste in the glass, as I mentioned. Very, very fine balanced beer. This one, natural hops taste, fine balance of the ingredients, great brewed, mild in taste, just the way you want a Helles. So this one is actually really, really great. Braumanufaktur from Potsdam. It's a great beer. And something to look forward to for you who haven't tried it. I hope you're gonna try it because it's really great. Yep, really nice. Fantastic health flavor in it. Really easy to drink. Really, really great in every way. So I'm really, really positively surprised regarding this one. It's a great beer. Big recommendation. The Braumanufaktur tastes really nice. It's a great Helles. Despite the look of the label, which, as I mentioned, isn't the funniest or most historically traditional look of the label, but despite that, the taste is fantastic of it. So absolutely give it a try, because it's so great in taste. Really well made Helles. And yeah, feel free also to take a look on their website. I'll link to it, as I mentioned, in the description box below. The Braumanufaktur in Potsdam. Yeah, nice experience. And besides of that, hope you, as I always say, like my channel, continue to follow it for more interesting German beer reviews. It's the German ones that I'm drinking, since they are the best ones in my opinion, or not only in my opinion, it's just the way it is. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and hope you like my reviews, as I said, and see you again in next German beer review.